What's good, YouTube? This your man Spill Dog. Yo, I just saw this morning a video that Adrien Broner made. I don't know if he made it yesterday or sometime this week, and he was saying that basically the same thing I've been saying. He going for Earl in the fight, and what he was talking about was Earl got better footwork. I've been saying that too than a lot of people realize, and he not the type of fighter you're gonna be able to run from. You're gonna have to fight Earl. And that's basically, when I was telling y'all last week that, AB is way more prepared for. I'm sorry, not AB. Errol Spence is going to be much more prepared for the type of war that's going to be. This is not going to be no boxing match. This ain't going to be what Bud used to. This is professional prize fighting at the highest level. Floyd Mayweather was one of the few people that could be on this level with a fighter like Earl Spence and make him box. But even Floyd, if you go back and watch his fight against Jesus Chavez and the first fight with Castillo and the fight with Miguel Cotto, there's certain fighters that no matter how good you think you are as a boxer, these guys gonna be in shape. They good fighters too, and they gonna force a fight because a lot of times when you in there with a superior boxer, you have to force him out of his comfort zone and make him fight. But you got to be good enough to do that. And Earl is that type of fighter. I think he could box with Crawford easily. Like I keep telling y'all, Earl is a much better boxer than he get credit for. It wasn't that Earl could not knock out Mikey Garcia. People just when you want to have a narrative, they just say what make the BS they talking about a lot of times makes sense. But when Earl fought Mikey, he didn't even want to fight, and he laughed. He was like, he didn't think Mikey was serious. And then when Mikey kept talking about how he was a better fighter all around and certain things that he saw in Earl Spence's game, Earl Spence said it. He said, "I'm gonna show y'all I'm gonna outbox and punish him." He said that. He said because everybody was thinking he was just a come-forward bruiser because he had knocked out 11 fighters in a row at that point. And that's another thing, Terrence Crawford, he got 10 knockouts in a row. All the shit he doing after Earl already did it. Earl was on an 11 knockout in a row streak when he fought Mikey Garcia. But he did exactly what he wanted to do. He said he was going to punish Mikey. And he pretty much beat Mikey out of boxing. They ain't going to admit it, but Robert Garcia left his brother out there way too long trying not to have Mikey mad with him. And it ended Mikey's career because he took a savage beating from Earl Spence. He'd been better off getting knocked out in a second or third round and sit there and take a long beating like that. And, Lamont Peterson, Barry Hunter was smart. He didn't let Lamont just stay out there and just let it get worse and worse and worse. And I really believe this is how it's going to play out for Crawford. Bo Magnum going to realize that after about the 4th or 5th round, you can't hurt him. Then by the 6th or 7th, if it lasts that long, you can't run away from him either. So you got a man that you can't hurt, but you got to fight. Shit, I mean, hey, that's a recipe for disaster. Bud is a good fighter, but he got a questionable chin. He's had questionable opponents. And I mean, in a situation like that, I have questions on just exactly how good he actually is. I know he's good, but how good are you against the top competition? Sean Porter, everybody knows Sean didn't go in there as the real Sean that night. He was 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Once you know you're finna retire, you retire. And Kell Brook, I mean, he definitely had Kell Brook hurt, but you can look at Bud. Bud was still trying to keep fighting. Kell Brook looked bewildered. People get hit. In a fight, you take big shots sometimes. I mean, the first time he got hurt, Tony Weeks jumped in there talking about, be careful, I'm going to stop it. I mean, immediately. I think it was a case where I think they was, still somewhat protecting him, making sure that you're not losing this fight. That's the impression. You go watch the fight with him and Kell Brook and tell me what you think. Now, I'm not taking that away from the big shots Crawford laid on Kell Brook, which is why I say the main reason why I say Earl got to be careful being on the end of them punches. But the way how Earl fight, it won't be too much of that, because Earl gonna be in there banging, and when he ain't in, he know how to get all the way out. So it's gonna be a different experience for Crawford. Where, like I said, Crawford always been able to stand in front of these guys. Definitely the last 3 fights, Sean Porter, Kell Brook, and Avanasia, he had a 4-inch reach on Kell Brook. I think 6 inches reach on Sean Porter. I didn't pay no attention to Avanasia height and reach and all that stuff, but that's big. He had a safe spot. Floyd was like that. If you go back and watch a lot of Floyd welterweight fights, it was very few fighters that I saw him fighting a welterweight that had a 72-inch reach like he did. And he definitely had the reach advantage on damn near all the fights he was in welterweight. Because I watched him close, and that's why I say it's 2 inches with a guy that's taller than you and busy is not gonna be enough. And it's gonna, by the time Terrence get his distance set, he may be so far behind in the fight, it ain't gonna matter, because he gonna know he gotta get in and fight now. I think after about the 3rd or 4th round, I hope that Earl would have eliminated any thoughts in Crawford's mind that he finna be in a boxing match, and he done made it real clear this finna be a fight. And like I said, I'm very curious to see how Crawford respond to that power and them body shots when Earl get going, and he really start landing, and in them rounds where Earl gonna land 20, 30 punches because he threw 80 or 90. Crawford haven't dealt with nothing like that. And one guy told me, a guy came in the comment section yesterday, was talking about he fought Diaz and Molina. They was pressure fighters. Molina is a C-level journeyman, and they both was at 140 pounds. We talking about welterweight boxing. And Molina, John Molina, all the fights he was in, he came to get beat. The only one, what's the boy name that worked with Devin Haney that was with Floyd? Damn, I ain't no good with these guys' names, man. But he had Molina beat and saw Floyd in the crowd and started, getting happy, and got knocked out late. But I think Adrien Broner is pretty much just about all the solid fighters that he fought have beat him. So I mean, Crawford, they brought that guy in there to get beat. Come on, man. I'm talking about real fights, and that's what he haven't had, in my opinion. Definitely not at welterweight. Not the real fights that Spence been taking. Jeff Horn, Benavidez, Mean Machine was a good fight. Amir Khan, Glass Jaw had been knocked out 3 times. Come on, man. A fighter that been knocked out 3 times. Shit, that ain't no top fighter no more. That's damaged goods for sure. And he quit, and Amir Khan quit. So that's basically what I was just making a video, because when I listened to Adrien Broner talk, and you can tell he was just being honest and being serious, that I think the same thing. You think Earl just a better fighter to me, because he a more solid fighter. Crawford has a finesseful style, and I put it to you like this: if you gave Earl them same fights Crawford had, he would look just like they thought Crawford looked. He'd look like Sugar Ray, Floyd, whoever you want him to look like, because them guys is too many levels up under them as far as in talent. And there's levels to this game in the sport: conditioning levels, talent levels, mental strength levels. It's just levels to this thing, and the guys that's on the top check all the boxes. So this is going to me be Buzz' introduction into the to the welterweight division. Damn sure a welterweight championship fight. This is gonna be his first real one. Well, I take that back. Second, because Sean Porter, in my opinion, was real. But we're gonna see exactly what he made of in his Earl Spence fight. And I can't wait. But that's it for me on this video. Like the video, hit the like and subscribe. Till the next time, it's your boy Spill Dog. I'm out.